Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, is the second strongest Saiyan after Goku. Vegeta, to many people, is just a normal fictional character, but for me, he is a real masculine character, and he inspired me a lot, even before this wave of toxic masculinity existed on the internet, and here's why. Vegeta, since the beginning of Dragon Ball, he always had an ego as he was the Prince of all Saiyans, but the good thing is that he didn't let his ego exist for nothing, as he always tried to justify it and work hard to become the strongest person in the universe. He was always motivated by the power gap between him and Goku, which pushed him many times to tap into new powers just to become the strongest. Vegeta was always in the state of competition, which is the essence of masculinity, as men should always work harder to surpass their circle and push each other further directly and indirectly. Vegeta also had unimaginable pride, and he always thought that he was a perfect warrior because he was always trying hard, even against enemies that are stronger than him. He didn't sacrifice his pride. Pride is something that we see lacking in modern society, as most people have no pride and they are just ashamed of themselves instead of having pride that will boost their self-confidence. Another thing that sets Vegeta apart is that for most of his life, he relied on himself and he trained by himself and developed fighting techniques of his own without relying on someone else to teach him anything. He did not need someone to guide him or to teach him until he became too strong. This self-reliance that Vegeta had is one of the traits that I learned from him and tried to develop, because the best thing that a man can do is to rely on himself instead of relying on other people to lend a hand to help. This world is harsh and you must learn to rely on doing things and learning things by yourself. Vegeta was also a master of avoiding distraction, as he always avoids distractions and prioritizes training because the only goal he had in his life is becoming stronger, and Vegeta does his best to avoid anything that will not help him achieve his goal. And as a man should be, Vegeta cares for his family and does his best to protect them, and he does a good job at guiding Trunks to become a man, even if he's not present all the time with his family. But overall, he takes the role of guiding instead of devaluating himself by being present all the time. Another thing that Vegeta has and most people don't have, which is never accepting failure or defeat. Each time Vegeta was defeated, he stood up like he was not defeated. He had a hard time accepting defeat, which is a good thing. Not giving up and trying to become better and trying again is a good thing that many people are lacking. Those were the characteristics that Vegeta had and made him a good role model, even if he was just an anime character. But despite that, you can learn a lot from him and take certain things that can help you become a better man.